Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today, and welcome to another episode of the Anno 117 main campaign. Thank you to everyone who put your input in for the Fate of the Tree, which is the title of this particular episode. But I do also want to make sure that you guys know that I do stream this game on Twitch. If you'd like to come on by there, the link is in the description along the main channel page. Same goes for like joining the other social media sites that I do have, being like Instagram, the Discord itself. Obviously, if you want to join us here on YouTube, would love to have you. There we go. I had that a lot better planned in my brain, but it didn't want to come out. The execution was terrible. But do also note that on the Discord, I do have the weekly upload schedules for both YouTube and Twitch. So that's just one way of being informed about what's coming out and all that good stuff. So again, thank you to everybody who voted and, made your voices known in the previous episode's comment section. I did go ahead and tally up the votes from what I had seen, and it was very, very, very close. 5 in favor of keeping the tree, 4 in favor of getting rid of the tree. At this point that I have this recording going, that is the final score. So the fate of the tree is that we're going to be keeping it. And in fact, even when I had the game in early access, I did not take that option. I cut it down. So personally, I know what happens, but it's interesting. I am glad. I love to open up the forum to everybody to get involved at different times to, help you all become more immersed in the series, in any series that I have going on. I think it's nice. So, we need to build up a fountain here now. So, deliver sacrificial animals and renew the grove. So, we need to build a fountain over here instead of bringing the rest of these items. And in order to do that, we're going to need tiles more than likely. I think so. Yeah, we're going to need tiles. So, we'll have to build this like right about here, I believe, so everyone can take advantage of it. And all while we are building up our fleet, too, because now we have the capability of doing so. And I think a ship was just built. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Zephyr's Dearest. That's a cool name. Where's our flagship right now? You are over here. Nothing needs to happen on Cragmore. We need to bring over the tiles over to Aberbriar, which is the name of this little settlement right here in the middle. So Procurator Corvinus is not going to be too happy, but at the present time, I quite frankly don't care either. Okay, so we are starting to stockpile some tin because we need to bring it over to Cudslip in order to have... Is it Cudslip or Cragmore? I think it's, in fact, Cragmore, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, I did turn off the NPC voices. I should probably change that because I have the guide videos going at the same time. So I turned the NPC voices off for that so I don't get interrupted, so I can stick to the substance of the matter. And if you guys are curious and wanting to become a little bit better with Anno 117, or you need some help out with it, it's right over there if you want. We're starting it up, so it's not like too in-depth. I just finished explaining the plebeians' needs, and I'm getting into like the tier 3 type stuff. All right, what's happening over here? What stuff is unfulfilled? Hello? Oh, are we starting to bring over... Hold on. What, do we even have a trade route going at the moment? Oh, we do. Okay, so we do indeed have the herbs that are coming over, which is great. So that means these guys are getting their top quality sausages.
Not bad. Them sausages almost taste of some thing.
Oh, okay. Well, something is better than nothing, right? Okay, what do you need to make this? So we can probably start... Who has resin over here? Oh, we have resin groves over on Aberbriar. Okay, that's nice. We're going to need some tiles. And yes, okay, so now I understand. We needed to have the mercators as here as well. So it's going to be a little bit of both over on this island. Understood. Tin, let's start up right now if we can with getting some drinking horns over here. We don't have copper. What's the other thing we can make here? Trousers. We don't have the weld crop either. Do I have any place that has a weld crop? I do over here on Cudslip itself. So yeah, might as well start building it up. We're going to need that other resource. There's a lot of stuff we need to grab. Okay, where's my flagship right now? The Torch of Albion is coming back over here to Cudslip. Let's tackle things one at a time. I think that's a better way of going about this. So first things first, we're going to need to bring over some tiles. I'll bring over 20. And then we're going to need to bring some of the wattle and daub. I think that's how you say it. We have to bring some of that over in order to build up those lovely farm fields, since we're gonna need them. I don't think I can make them here. Or perhaps I can. Hold on. I can. What am I doing? The hell am I doing, actually? That's a really good question. Okay, so cut slip. How much of the reed gatherers do we currently have? Are we good with it? Yeah, we are. So I can consider getting some more. Getting enough mud out there and sausages is fine. Roaches too. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm going to build a third one of these. That will allow us... I'll have a little room in between, I think. Yep. So we can continue on with this road, and then seeing as how we have to have an expansion path, we have to go through there. And along with that, we're going to need one of these. So where's the warehouse? We have one warehouse over here. Oh, it will fit over here, kind of? Nice. Cool. But we don't have a smith's workforce. I think we can work to get some now, though, because we are at the Lords up there, so we can get a little bit of both.
Song and a war math do me the world of good.
And that was the plan for this spot anyway. So I'm going to swap them over to the Celts now, and we'll get a couple so they can start working in that particular building. There we go. That should be fine for now, because I do need a majority of them for my ships. Okay.
What could you possibly require?
Okay, let's put the 20 tons of tiles in Aberbriar's port and immediately build up the Phantom.
Tell me if I'm overexcited, but with the Phantom, it's a perfect excuse to bring the many strains of Celt into harmony.
How should I do that, Fair Anxious?
A sacrifice to all those killed by... a sacrifice to all who lost their lives in war.
I'll likely need animals for that sacrifice.
Think on what you do. These are not Orthodox Roman gods. See sense, Governor. Clear the grove.
The images of the characters are a little bit more saturated with that one. I don't know what happened. Okay, what do we have to do? Select your Phantom with 5 tons of pigs stocked. Okay, well, do I have pigs anywhere? I should, because I'm making sausages, right? So there should be piggies here. Where are the piggies at? Yeah, sacrifice 5 piggies? Okay, yeah, we do have some piggies there.
We stand, waiting.
We'll use Zephyr's Dearest in order to bring over the 5 tons of the piggies. It could also be the time of the day setting. I can try to... Oh. Is it moving? Why is it not centered? Hello? Okay. Is that just... What is happening? Oh, maybe that's... Okay. Not me. What? That's crazy. Okay, there we go. There we go. That took a lot longer than it should have. We're just not going to talk about that at all ever again. Okay, 5 tons of piggies. You can come over here. And you go over to Cragmore so we can grab some of the wattle and daub, and we'll bring it over to Cutslip so we can build up those farms. And we're gonna need to have like a little bit of a trade network going in order to build up our finances, and we're pretty damn good, not gonna lie, but I do want us to be a little bit better, because getting more soldiers out here obviously is gonna take more time. And if we're fighting Volata, let me see what she has as far as like troops are concerned. So she does have some onagers, she does have the axe bearers, which these guys are more like, how should we say, blast cannons? Yeah. 15 range attack and then 9 defense, right? But do they have armor? I doubt they do. I don't think the slingers are going to do anything for us if we build them. I think the best way to go is just have archers and have auxiliary troops. Yeah. So we'll need 44 auxilia, then we'll need 44 as well. I'm sorry, not 44 auxilia. We'll need 44 wadders in order to get that next auxiliary unit built. Because, fun fact, you can't use your villa's stuff to go over to another spot, which I kind of do like. It's a limiter. It's a limiter, but I kind of welcome it, unironically. Okay, where's that other ship? Yeah, we don't want that one. They don't need the liquid courage in order to get this thing sorted.
What could you possibly require?
Alright, let's put in the 5 tons of the piggies and click here.
Those creatures don't die in vain. This celebration is sure to help people heal.
I'll admit I expected you to have leveled that grove. Instead, you wanted to apologize for Roman kind.
I'm just really going based off of the collective. Okay, enjoy the festivities beside the holy tree. So what do I do here? Not sure. Not letting me do anything right now. Maybe it's just it just keeps it that way. Or maybe a road needs to be connected up to it. Let me try that. Build up a road to it. Nope. Okay. So I mean, if it's just happening, then it's just festivities, and we can have a little road go up to it. But anyway, so the tree's fate has been decided. We are keeping it, obviously, and now people are happy that they are, you know, obviously have their tree still. I want to get another ship out. We do have enough of our workforce in order to do this. What are we researching?
I have received information that Vawada's people are in attendance at this fool celebration of yours.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Thank you, Corvinus. I'll sort it.
Okay. The Skaha
They're here
arrive.
to pay their respects, like everyone else. But if I think there'll be trouble, I should have them picked up.
Let's make them their sacrifices, season in prison. Yeah, let's let them do what they need to do.
You are stubborn, Governor Naucratius.
You too, my guy. That's why we're both Roman. We're both up here.
I'm softening to you, Governor. Today you have my thanks, but tomorrow I'll kill you.
Likewise.
Here's to the Skaha. I'll kill you too.
Oh my god!
In the end, I preferred to make concessions to the locals. A bit of goodwill could go a long way towards lasting peace.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Waiting for
We
your
want war.
decree.
So the next one is to try to hunt down that fleet, which is why we're getting more ships out here. Great.
Through the way.
We do need to get like one transport ship going too, so that civilian
Governor
one is going to be the two.
Naucratius,
What?
it's time you heard a story that, to this day, has been the army's secret shame.
Oh, great. What'd you do now?
A storytelling, Procurator.
I have a faint hope that by recounting it to the provincial governor, this vexing matter can be laid to rest.
Sorry, Corvinus. Please, go on.
The 9th Cohort Tungrorum. An entire detachment lost. To what? We know not. Rarely in the history of conquest has there been such an embarrassment. Only finding the Aquila, the Legion standard, can bring an end to the dishonor.
Do we know where to look?
Here are some reports of the detachment's last position. Here, take them. Maybe you'll have better luck than the rest of us.
Okay, 9th cohort sailed past the Isle of Crazed Knights to the edge of all known maps. We have taken a position there next to a deep gorge and an abandoned farm. We are requesting support from Whitecliff to Contaburnia, down with Swamp Fever, Prosper and Hail. Okay.
Intriguing. Looks from this that the last known position of the 9th cohort was in the hills.
It all happened way before my time. But perhaps the chieftains know more than they say.
Chieftains, I don't think Vawada will tell me anything. Manx would have blurted it all out already. Which just leaves Ather.
Oh yeah, my guy over there. Hell yeah. I'm just waiting to see if the NPCs are going to say anything again. I guess not. Okay, let's start getting some of the wealth crop made here. Can you build it there? No, you can't. Okay. Let's put a weld crop, like, right about here. Have the road attached to it. We have 39 tons of concrete over here, which is really lovely. I would love to get some of the aqueducts built up in Cudslip's main town on the hill. Okay, that's 100 right there. Maybe it can fit two. Yeah, I think I can fit two. Let me get rid of this side then. We'll just push it forward a little bit further to the other side so we can have the second one to its immediate left. I don't know if it'll look great, but it's going to be effective. That's 82, 93, 92. Okay, it went down a little bit. 98. And then we'll go over to 100. Great. And how fast is it? It's a minute. So what's the processing time for all of this? Oh, we can just make the trousers here. What the hell do I have to send it over there for to make? You know, I've kind of been toying with this idea of having the buildings kind of touch one another like this, as if they're also like little farming houses. I try to do a little bit of like theory crafting for beautification purposes, and I think that's kind of nice, isn't it? It does tend to work a little bit better with hemp farms, I've come to find out, because of just how the building itself looks. So if you want to like try and play around with that, for sure do it. And then we have one sheep farm over here. I think another one is definitely in the cards. Yikes, where are we going to put it, though? We could probably put it over here. I don't mind having it next to our little encampment, provided I can find a good spot for it. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, and 3. I'll bring that further down. And then we are going to need the clothing stand. So this is going to provide us with +1 health and +1 on the denarii, which is also great. Where can we put this and we're going to get a maximum? I feel like I'm going to have to move some of the Romano Celts a little bit, though. That's the issue. Like, these guys, I feel like I can. I feel like I can. See, it's great to build them like this, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, when you're trying to figure out proper placements later to benefit from all these, like, buffs and debuffs that the game provides you, it just becomes a wee bit stressful, more so for me. And this is because I don't like to play meta. And believe me, I've had enough like comments of people being like, "Hey, you should build on grids and stuff like that." I'm like, no, I don't really want to. Okay, let's put E here, and we'll get to work. So that'll be totally fantastic up there. -26? What the hell happened? Who's doing what? Why are we at -26 here?
Market day. Turn them out so fine.
That's weird. Oh, is it because of the ship?
Neptune's finest.
Well, how about we swap you to Cragmore? What happens over there? -11? Yeah, that's fine. I can justify this. Justify it and fix it very quickly. Oh, that road go... Wait, what? Oh, no. I thought it was going to go all the way around. No way. Okay, so that's definitely going to balance out for sure. 133,400 denarii. That's great. Okay, so the aqueduct is what I want to try to focus in on today. I think I like this mountain slot for it. We need a little bit more of the Lord's present. What are they missing? Or at least what are these guys missing?
We got a proper temple to put all these curses in. Don't worry, your name's not on money.
So, we don't have the means to have olives here at all, but we have the means of getting this. The problem is we just don't have the population on Aberbriar in order to do it, so we're going to have to start that up. Can we do that now a little bit? Will it let us? We can have these guys be the mercators, no? Yeah, have a little bit of each, because I do need the resin. I really do need the resin. So this is, what, 52? That's a good spot for... That's not 53. You can go there. And then we'll need a second one, because I like to overproduce just a little bit. I know it's not entirely advisable, but it's just my own playstyle. I don't like the roads, really. Can I attach it to this one and still make it up there? Yeah, it will. Great. Okay, so we're getting resin out. I feel like I'm going to need another ship in order to transport, which I definitely feel the Civilian 1 is going to be the way to go. I don't think the Civilian 2s are necessary. They're too large for what I'm already envisioning. 3 cargo slots should be just fine. Don't really need to have the oarsmen. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be under attack in that way. Let's get a second ship out there after our trireme is done building.
What could you possibly
And what are the
require?
other things that we have to do here? So diplomacy for Lost Cohort, Beasts of Lore. Okay. Where is this even? Bring 1 majestic beast to Ather's core. Okay, so where the hell are we going to get that? You want a majestic beast? How about a nice sheep? We don't have the ox over here. And that's actually an oversight, because now that we have these guys here too, we should provide them with cheese. Oh no, we should provide them with beer, because there's barley here. That's better. Nice tall glass cold beer. Do you guys prefer your beer to be cold or warm? I don't know. I'm not a big drinker Never have been. So I'm always just a little bit curious what people enjoy. You'll make it to that one, so that's fine. And we're going to keep to the whole farming settlement vibe. Malt house right over here. I'll leave a little room in between because I want another one of these guys right here. Perfect. If I can fill out this whole spot. Yeah, bring it to like right there. So we'll have that started up, and then we're going to need the breweries itself. And I don't know whether I want it up here. That's a lot of fire increase. Yeah, but it would give us the best return on investment up here, truth be told. Bye-bye. That's what has to happen. It's all for the good of the realm, okay? At the end of the day, it's all for the good of the realm.
A winkle among your cockles is a gift from the sea.
There we go. So we need a warehouse in range
You'll
for
be
you.
wanting a warehouse.
Can I just move this? Yeah, I can. I'll move it closer. There we go. Perfect. So they'll go to there, and then that one up in the town is going to do just fine. Okay, and then with the civilian 2, I'm sorry, civilian 1, we're going to bring over the resin to Cudslip.
Your people are ailing.
Really? Where? Oh, over there? It's just a 1. It's fine. It'll buff. Yes, beer is good. And I don't care for the drinking horns being here now. Are we providing them here? Did we start it? No, we didn't. What else did we need? We needed the ox, which I believe we already have in abundance. Okay, great. So that means we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'm just more so pressed for space. So we have enough of a smith's workforce over here. I'm going to get rid of these 2 buildings in order to put down this building. I'll start getting some drinking horns out here for us so we can get some of the aldermen out here as quickly as possible. And then how's our devotion to Kara's here? I have been rethinking her for some time. I think I want to go with Epona on this island. More so because, like, we have a plethora of space that we can utilize. I mean, it's okay now that I know that we have the beer over there too. It doesn't really make much of a difference. I'm gonna go with her because I mean +1 population and prestige is always nice, and later on global wise we can get silos with her devotion. So let's go with Epona on Cragmore.
Has finished.
Great. Okay, and another ship has been produced.
Waiting for your decree.
-46 on our workforces. Okay, who are we praying to here? Okay, you need to help us out a little bit more. We're almost close to +2. Okay, hold up. Do we have a Phantom out here? We don't. That's terrible, actually. Would it fit in this corner? It would fit there, and it's going to get the entire, like, outskirts. So, yeah, let's move these guys a little bit. You can go here, and you can go here, and we should be able to just plop this thing down relatively soon-ish, maybe? I guess we're going to have to move these homes as well. I thought it would be fine. Yeah, it seems like today is just a lot of moving around in it. I do apologize if that's a little bit on the boring side of things. Or are we going to put you, like, up there, I guess? And we'll link up the road here. Do you guys have...
Trousers will save your arse.
Yeah, true. True. I mean, that is a very fair statement. You have the market, right? You need the recreation ground. You also do need the bardic hearth a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's put you about here. And then the recreation ground we can
One of
have...
your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Right there. Okay, we'll put down a fire station here in a second. This home here, gonna have to have a little road to it. Where's another one of these? There we go. Bring that down. We're at 499. We can put down some of these wells. The wells will help us out. Okay, minus 12 again. A new milestone has been reached. Is that with the +2? Yeah, that's with the +2. Jesus. Okay, well that's real bad. That's really bad. It's because we have these two ships that are active. Oh, and these guys that are sick too. Okay. Well, we'll leave that as is. Nothing I can do about it. At least I don't want to do about it. Okay, well, I have these ships. I feel like I want to try to find hers and start fighting a little bit. Where's my flagship? Right here. Okay, Torch of Albion. Let's bring you back over with these guys. Yeah, it's because they're sick. Can I build a Medicus out here? I can. Great. Can we get this situation under control, please? It's a 95. I don't like that.
See lights.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take care of it. Breathe. Stay with me. Okay. How close are we to... Oh, yeah, we have to get that freaking ship out here first. How long is it going to take? 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay. Can I swap another ship over to Cragmore? No, because we're at -9 on the workforce. What the heck? I thought I fixed it. Oh, maybe the shift to Epona is the one reason why that happened. Perhaps. I don't like that road at all. I'll have to fix that too. Okay, bring that to there. What are we at right now? Okay, so +1 population, productivity. Okay, we have 2 of these farms working for us right now, but the problem is because of the workforce being low, we don't have it. Okay, so the tin, right? Why are we... Oh, yes, that's why, because it's not here. Right. What about the clan shields? What do you need for that? Well, you need a lot more stuff for the clan shields. The tin was coming from here. Okay, now I understand.
Nail nor needle in here.
I'm trying to figure out what I had where. That's the issue. Go and upgrade that on Aberbriar because it's going to help us at least get some more goods in here. Makes it a lot simpler for when our ship goes and comes back. I think the civilian one should be sent to and from.
What could you possibly require?
I want to just drop this off and then delete it from the route so we have an additional ship to use. Yeah, that'll be great. Oh my god, this plague. What are we researching right now? Okay, Blood of Terra, and then... I don't see why we should get Imperial Parades right now. I don't think that's really that necessary. Plus... Okay, here we go. Let's go for the sanitary measures, because that'll definitely be really, really fantastic. The fire safety and range is also good. I do want another available patrol for them. I'm trying to see. Okay, okay, workforce need and upkeep costs. That's also pretty freaking good. And then we can go back over into the military side of things. So we can even work to get some axe bearers should we choose to do so. But now that I have my little fleet over here, I kind of want to send them out and take out her ships or whatever. This is...
Construction of a ship has finished.
Okay, great. That's the ship in particular.
We stand waiting.
That's it in a nutshell. Okay, trade route. We are going to put nutshell on this one. You're also going to go to Aberbriar, pull cut slip down. You're going to load the resin from here, and you're also going to unload it at cut slip. There we go. So that's the new route. It'll take a little bit longer to get the stuff over here, but it'll be fine. Why can't we get this plague under control? What is happening? I would prefer for this not to be a persistent issue, please. Okay, so now we're at +1 on the workforce. Great. What are we missing here? Hemp? We still have enough tunics, so that's okay.
Listen, your market management, eh?
No, I'm good. But we should build up this building for sure. We need the potter. And we need it in a somewhat decent spot. I mean, this is going to increase the fire issues, so I don't necessarily want that to be the case. I will put it over here. Yeah, that'll be a little bit better. And hopefully that one building is going to be enough for the entire island currently. Yeah, it's going to be just enough. So the moment we get the resin in, we should be fine. Blood of Terra was discovered. Lovely. So increased speed on the output of iron mines. This is going to be wonderful. Go and upgrade that
Fire
warehouse.
has started in your city.
Shocker. Where's the fire? We can get to it, yes? For the most part, yeah. We'll be okay. Couple buildings burned down. It's not going to do much. We can just rebuild it. Why is this one working at 99%? Oh, yeah, -3. Okay, where are my ships?
Waiting for your decree.
Let's go and do some exploration up here. What does this island have? Oh, there's some small bird population. Isn't that here too? Yes, there is. Okay, bird tongues and aspic. What the heck do you want for this? Okay, well, we're going to have to build the bird charmer. That's great. In order to extract the tongues from the little poor suckers. Yeah, I'm saying it that way. And then we're also going to need the pig farm renderer, so you just mix that all together and you get bird tongues and aspic. Okay, but you need the lords for this? You also do need the lords for that one. Okay, so maybe, a fun fact, maybe Cragmore should be the place that you put the Romano Celts on, and Cutslip you have the Celts? I'm not sure. I don't think that there's a specific way of going about any of this. It's just how you prefer it. And our ships are still going up. I think they should be able to hunt down Voada's fleet and take it out, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and where's my civilian ship?
What could you possibly require?
Okay, you're taking a long time, aren't you? Maybe I do work on getting a trireme out there. Oh, sweet lord. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Do not impact the beer production, please. I don't want that to go down. Got 18 on the workforce, yeah. So minus 542. And then once we do have that other good in there, we can get some more of the lords. Or I guess they're nobles, right? They consider them nobles? Yeah, I call them lords. I don't know why.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
So this isn't one of the islands, yes? I think I did need to bring over some troops for it, but let's see if we can try to hunt down that fleet. Where is the fleet? Military. Okay, military sabotage the Skaha. Her supply fleet is over here. We can try to wait and intercept when they come back to this island. It doesn't seem like it's too large, so I think we can kill it off. But 2 of these ships have scorpions on it, don't they? No, that one doesn't, but our flagship does. Fun fact, the flagship is the equivalent of this little guy right here, not the triremes, even though it does look like a trireme. Bear that in mind. There are mods to make it a big boy ship if you really want to, but that's entirely up to you if you so choose to do so. Okay, 20 on the water workforce. How are we doing? 1635. I need to get it up to, oh geez, 4,500. Where can we start building more? I guess I can, like, start draining the swamp in certain places, right? Have I not researched that? Oh, yeah, that's bad. Go over there. Let's get the drainage, because that's where we can get some more homes. It'd be fantastic. And if we start getting some of the aldermen over here, then I can even get some of the nobles, right? What are you missing? Yeah, so, okay, I definitely do need the drinking horns. Yes, okay, so that's also what I wanted that ship to do. This is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so from Aberbriar, on the other hand, you're also going to load in the tin, and then you're going to unload it at Cragmore. There we go. This ship is going to do, like, damn near everything. Okay, I see some enemy ships out here. I need to pay attention. This is one of Wada's main locations that we have to attack later. I know that for sure. Where's her supply fleet? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still there.
I await your instruction.
Yeah. Give them beer. Hell yeah. Go. Beer makes everything better. So I've heard. See if we can attack those ships. We're kind of very far out here. I feel like a majority of the campaign for 117 is set up over here in Albion. All right, let's attack.
Time flies, as do we.
A ship is under attack.
Multiple ships are under attack, actually. Is that a trade ship?
Here, take you gently.
Yeah, what'd you drop? Okay, 23 tons of timber is fine. Where's that supply fleet? We're close to her main island. I just need to track it. Okay, it's sailing now. We're gonna have to intercept. How many ships are there? There's 4. Okay, so it's gonna be a 4-on-4. No, it's not. It's a 3-on-4. Okay, so it's going down in that direction. I think if we hunker down here, we might be able to get them on their cross.
Mariners, forward!
And this crazy terminology of mine is because I used to play a lot of first-person shooter type games, and like Overwatch is definitely one of those games that I used to say that a lot
Waiting
in.
for your decree.
Okay, so we have the herbs, we have the resin. Both of those are going to go over to Cutslip. The tin ore is going to go over to Crackmore. Hell yeah, so we have a little network forming here. 122 on the Mercators is crazy. You guys enjoying your sausages and beer? Or sausages with your beer? Beer with sausage? Where's your bread? Where's the bread at? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. We're getting a little bit of everything in this household. You'll love to see it. And 76 tons of concrete, which is even better because we'll probably have to find a place to build a really nice and really awesome theater. And I think it has to be up here. Probably have to move the Bardic Hearth in order to do it. That's why I have it on fast forward to make sure that happens. Wait, what's this? Where's that fleet? Supply fleet is still there. Okay, it's heading back up to Vada's main place. So it just does little supply runs individually. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. So her island is a little bit different than how you would play in Endless. The difference here being is that she does not have these towers in the main harbor area. She does have the Scorpion, and she does have that monstrosity over there.
Worse things than war.
Cut slip 2 knowledge. I can pay for that. Okay, where'd the fleet go? Where are you heading this time? Are you just going to that spot alone? Oh, he colonized this area. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think he would. Yeah, keep our ships out there, I guess. Okay, Festival of Learning, 2.6k. Has our ship come in?
Keep your eyes on the horizon. Leave the rest to the gods.
Oh, I believe it has, because we are now providing this lovely resource to our people, and that will allow us to get more of our nobles. Excellent. Beautiful. Where can we get some more? I think I'd like to upgrade these 2. Excellent. There we go. So now we have the aqueduct available and the theater. Okay, so the theater is absolutely ginormous, and I think what we'll have to do is we're going to have to get rid of all of these buildings in order to make it possible. Yeah, and it'll be a decent coverage zone because I'm also going to pave the roads. I don't see a way in which I can put it down here for it to make sense anymore. So unfortunately, these guys have to
One of
go.
your cities is at risk of a great fire.
How is it that when you get rid of the buildings, Ben, that's when it's at a risk of a great fire? Hello? Are you okay? Yeah, how much do we have to get rid of? We need to also get rid of that. Well, the road specifically, it has to go. I will also get rid of the Bardic Hearth now. That way this thing can work. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better to have. Okay. And we're going to move the fire if we can. It's not going to matter, in fact, because I think when we put down the aqueduct, it'll be better. We need to find a good spot for the cistern. I believe, in fact, we're going to have to take it further in, like right about here-ish. So the warehouse has to be moved. The hosier also has to be moved. Yeah, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of these guys. Hopefully be able to move this guy down here. Not particularly because of the Medicus. only downside to building in this particular fashion is when you run into problems like these, when you're trying to find a good spot for everything. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I believe we're going to have to move this home to make room for the aqueduct to come down. Let's get rid of, like, this little stretch of the road and that little stretch. This can fully go away. See if we have the cistern, like, right here. Would we be able to get a decent chunk? I believe so. Because we'll pave the roads, too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's just plan this out. Let's go into blueprint mode. We need to have the aqueduct source come from there. This mine slot is not completely blocked off, so it's okay. I don't care. One home has to move from here. That way I can get rid of that piece and allow this to go through, like so. That was my phone. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Sorry. And connect up there. So that's going to be the one aqueduct there. And then paving the roads will definitely solve a lot of the problem. Okay, so we're going to need to build this. I don't know why, like, when you put down the blueprint for the aqueduct source, just so you guys know, this is a problem I've been having. You can't go back to it and construct the building. I'm not sure if there's a problem with that, so just a quick, easy way to get around it is to just completely get rid of the blueprint and then build it up again. And let's go ahead and build up the aqueduct source itself, or the way down. And just do it like this, make my life easy. And we're out of tiles, so we're gonna have to wait until that's ready to go for that. I should have planned it a little bit better. But I need to build this before starting to pave the roads. Pretty good. Okay. So once they... Oh, they want a temple to... That ain't happening. Not on here. No way. It would be fantastic population size-wise, but not much else.
Waiting for your decree.
I don't think that ship fleet is coming in, so we're gonna get out of here. And the corner is working, so now we should be able to upgrade these guys. Okay, let's get some aldermen out here. Yes, thank you, Ben. Appreciate you. 13. All right. So now, what do we have for these lovely people? We have roast beef. So good. Wine, which we don't have here, and a theater. Where is the salt root picker? We have one of those? We have it here. Okay, great. Cut slip. What can we do? Where do you build this? Oh, it's a coast. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we need granite. I don't believe... Oh, we have granite over here. Great. But we don't have a means to get it over because we need another ship. Let me build a road from here over to that little mountain spot here. I want to take it along here. Yeah, there we go. I didn't want it to have the little bridge effect. Have like a nice trail up until you reach this mountainside. Okay, build that. We're going to start working on the granite quarry. And we're going to need some more smiths up in here. Let's upgrade this whole block to the smiths. And then what is the processing time? So 45 seconds for the quarry, and then a whole whopping 2 minutes for the cutter. And it's a good thing that we're building it this far out because it causes a health debuff. Oh, that's an alderman workforce, isn't it? Well, we're gonna have to get them over to that stage anyway. Tin is here, so I can go ahead and build up the corner building. Yeah, I'll put it, like, right there. They're also going to need one of those ox farms, like, right here. Yep, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hey, that looks awesome. Probably like the best one I've ever come up with. Once I have my flagship back, I'll bring over the resource necessary to build that, because we're going to need it immediately. Absolutely immediately. And these guys aren't going to work, right?
Prime can't work for 10.
I mean, yeah, you can. Kind of. Are you?
Chief of Chiefs coming through.
Probably not. If anything, I could just send it over. Okay, quests. What else can I do? We can start working towards the lost cohort. I want to try to recruit another unit, or at least 2 more units of auxiliaries. So, how can I
These I
boost
offer to the gods.
my
Bright beads
population
and a fine
enough?
ring I made.
Everyone else is fine. I think we are...
Good eating on cockles, and not just for crabs.
Yeah, interesting. I feel like we're constantly pressed for... Hold on. Population over here. I don't particularly like that. There needs to be more room for expansion. So over here, this bit of the... Oh, come on. This bit of the farm needs to go so we can build more homes and such back here. This is a lot of free room and good real estate. Right there, please. Thank you. New milestone has been reached. Wonderful. Another set over there. Yeah, we need a lot of the water workforce for sure, because that's when you go over here and you click. So 4 ships should definitely be enough.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Okay, I need to have this. Hold up. Get rid of them. You can be built up now because we have the tin over there. Can we build you too? Great. Okay, so we'll start getting some drinking horns out here, and that's totally fine. I want that to happen. It'll boost up our smith's workforce a little bit. You can even get the beer over here too. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Build up as much as we can, because I can already tell we're going to be in for it. We need to bring over the water and dab. Okay, or daub. I believe it's daub.
Away, Praetor.
Okay, I need maybe 20. Yeah, bring over 20. I'm pretty sure we have no timber over there anyway. Nothing requires the tiles from them right now, do they? Well, we have 6. If anything, it'll be just fine. We'll stockpile the granite over there, and then we'll just probably ship it down to cut slip afterwards. 35. How are we doing on our devotion meter? Yikes. Okay. Well, this needs to be built up. Cool. And let's start paving some of these roads.
Aqueduct. Quite an achievement from such humble beginnings.
Yeah, obviously get the freaking thing. How fast is this going to be? 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Absolutely worthwhile. Put that in the first part of the chain. We need to make sure this works. There's no other way. Wait a minute. If I get rid of this... You're still going to be fine. Okay, wait, hold up. Hold everything. You can go here. You can go here. We're going to build the road a little bit further down here. Get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this. And shift you down a little bit. That way, I can probably try to utilize this in the event I need it. But I don't believe that it's absolutely going to be necessary. It gets a little bit more of our population to have access to the theater. And our main 2 buildings that we're going to want to focus on with their ranges is definitely going to be the cistern itself and the theater. That we make as many people happy. I mean, our island happiness is great, but the fire safety and the island health, this thing will help out with both. And we want it to go at least in a vast majority, specifically up to the nobles up there. We can, in fact, kind of cheese it. We can... take a cistern and put it, like, right about here. And it'll get even more people. Yeah, go and put it right there. We just need, like, 3 more tiles and we can build it. So fast forward it. Where's my flagship? Oh, did you go over here? Oh, you went over here. Completely forgot. Alright. Let's get some of those farms built up, because we love the beer. Paved roads are now active. Great, where the beer at? There it is.
The Emperor has requested all governors support his army expenses.
The Emperor can go and die in a hellfire. I don't care.
Your legions will bleed for every step they take.
His legions will bleed, not mine. I don't give a damn about Calidus.
A new unit has been recruited.
He's not taking my only auxiliary unit, is he? He better not. I might rage. What do you want? The taxing problem. Okay, procurator is supposed to... Okay. Emperor's asking 50,000 denarii per provincial governor. Refuse to pay anything. I'm not paying this man. Screw him.
The Emperor won't be pleased.
I don't give a damn.
I know your situation here is complicated.
Yeah, it is complicated. He's an a-hole. That's the only complication. That we have to deal with him. That he exists. And somehow, he's the Emperor. Didn't necessarily fight for it. He just had an army and he walked into the Senate, and the Senate's kind of weak, so they were just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, you can be Emperor now. We won't say anything. True story. Okay, we need to build the brewery right over here. I don't know why it turned on
my
itself.
hammer, all right?
I'm not going to touch your hammer, but can you build the damn building properly? Thank you. In fact, that looks pretty nice right there. Cool.
What could you possibly require?
You going back home. Alright, next thing I want to provide to them is the cheese. We do have our cohort, or auxiliary unit right there. Let's put you there. We need, like, a couple more. I want to start shifting the workforces of the ships over to the other island, though. Okay, so it's good to know that the Arbalest is not, in fact, taking workforce anywhere. The other two ships are. Workforce, Cragmore, yeah. Minus 49 here. Okay. Well, that's not good. Ono needs to come and really help us here with population size, hopefully. How are we doing with the other goods on Cragmore, though? Okay, so Tunics is getting low. We're going to need a little bit more of that. Cuckolds for sure. Reed shoes. So, like, pretty much everything. A little bit of everything. Understood. You can go there. What are we missing for these guys? Nothing, really.
Going to market for a friendly horse.
Nothing, really. Okay. So just building up the population is all that's necessary? Great. In fact, that is, in fact, the best. The literal best. The first time, when I played the demo of 117, what I did in Albion is I kind of built, like, the first attempt of mine to build off-grid and whatnot. And I really enjoyed it. I was like, that's how I'm going to build a majority of my Albion-type settlements, is just to find, like, or go based off the idea of, like, they found a good spot, is nice, it's secure, and they're going to build their home, make sure everyone's safe on it, etc., etc. And I still like to hold to that to this day, but at the present moment, I need to get more of a population for sure.
But a few more feet in the slurry.
I believe the eels also need some TLC, but I'll know when I do have more of a population here, or at least fix the population problem. If I can get my ships to come from Cragmore and my legions, or in this case, auxiliaries to come from Cutslip, it would be really great distribution-wise. Okay, we're at minus 15. I want to build another Phantom back here, because that's a lot of people that will be able to benefit from this. Want it kind of in the center. So, like, right here would be great. We have to move these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You still close? No, but the Phantom will fix the problem a little bit, I hope. +2 belief, obviously, and knowledge is always going to be great. So, yeah, you go there. Okay, +27. What are we missing? Good. Well, not really good. It's there. Eel grabber, need more of that. Great. Eel grabber plus another shoes. Gonna increase the happiness anyway, so that's fine. Is it gonna make it to the warehouse? It will. Cool. It can go far. Holy crap. That's great. These guys would definitely benefit from this being back here. So we'll need another hemp farm. And what I was mentioning with regards to the hemp farm earlier is something kind of like this. Let me see if I can make it work with this guy. So you have this hemp farm right here, right? And I feel like if you just like put another building kind of close to it. Let me get rid of these two. Maybe all these. I feel like it would look nicer. Wrong building. See what I mean? You can even put it on its side if you really want. Like there, like a little community of homes right there that are working. What is happening here? Why can't we connect these two up? I think it's because of this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. I think it's because of that. Yeah, it needs to be a like a double-ish road, and I say that in air quotes. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to do beautification in this game. Even when you feel like you're not, you definitely have those options. And again, the pacing of the game is just slower, so you can have fun doing what you're doing.
The materials haven't arrived.
Okay, so you won't make it over to the warehouse, but you will? How does that work? Okay. Problem solved. Boom. All right. So with that, we have plus 38 on our workforce here. I think we're going to need to get another eel grabber before we run out. That's at 90. Or if I put that right over there, that's definitely going to be a problem. That's good. Boom. And now with 96, we can get 2 more auxiliary units, which I'm going to do. Probably even get a little bit more if we really want. And we're going to start going on the offensive after that.
We stand waiting.
Love the army mechanics in this game. Very, very happy they've included them. And now we have the paved roads, so let's get that going. First build you. Yeah, there we go. Don't want to fully make that one because it's already going further down, right? Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. And the values, look at the island health is getting a lot better now. Hell yeah. Oh, I noticed a problem. That's why it wouldn't go further up. It's because of that one. That one home. Okay, bye-bye. There we go. So now we'll get... Oh my god, the coverage area. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, I have to get rid of buildings in order to make it happen. I don't like doing that because I always simulate like, okay, it's a family living in there and I have to get them to leave. It's never nice, I guess. But now it's starting to become like a proper Roman type settlement over here with the roads and the aqueducts and the theater. So now everyone's benefiting, at least from the lords or the nobles. They are indeed benefiting from both of those sources. So what's the next one? Wigs and togas? At 700. Can I build an amphitheater over here? That would boost my population like no tomorrow. That'd be great. Okay, and how long do these guys take? So around 3 minutes or something rather. We're going to have 3 auxiliary units and then 2 archers. I think that should be fine to go and start attacking. Her fleet is definitely not anything to scoff at, but at the same time, I feel like I can still fight it effectively and not worry too much about it. I'm going to get another one of these ships out. And we'll have to increase either the devotion meter of Cragmore or continue expanding the population a little bit more. Just so we can manage another ship in our fleet. But this is where our fleet is going to come from, unless we have enough here, which we do not. So Cragmore is going to be where our workforce for our fleet is going to come out from. And on Cudslip, that is where our auxiliary units are going to come from as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It definitely is always a lot of fun recording these. I love seeing our community grow every single day. I don't know, like, how much or how large the channel is going to get to by the end of the year. Like, my goal was 10,000 for the end of this year, specifically. But let's just see what happens. So, I respectfully ask you guys to continue sharing the channel with the world, the videos, all that stuff, being here, supporting, hyping, all the good stuff. Really appreciate every single one of you. And as always, please consider like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button, sharing with your friends. And I'll catch you in the next episode of my Rantians.